special dog helps a hero adjust to a new life.
A World War II veteran who survived D-Day shares his story. Good evening and happy Veterans Day. Welcome to NAZ Today. I'm student anchor Alexa Dumity.
And I'm student anchor Emily Kane. Thanks for joining us.
Service in the United States military allows many veterans to receive health benefits. Yet one family in northern Arizona has endured years and years of trouble trying to get these benefits. NAZ Today's Trevor Anthony has more.
33 years have passed since Frank Apache Sr. first applied for veterans benefits. Apache's wife and daughter still pursue that claim at the American Legion in Flagstaff. After serving in the Vietnam War in 1969, the effects of Agent Orange took a toll on Apache's health. Finally, Apache nearly clinched approval for compensation and a pension, but before that happened, the veteran died in early October of this year.
Veterans like this, we always see veterans everywhere we go, all these VA appointments and places we go, from Phoenix to Tucson to Albuquerque to here to Prescott. It's just like they're everywhere. And it's like, why is America like this?
Members of the Veterans Administration came to help people like the Apache family, but refused to address the problem of the backlog of veterans' benefits. Ed Pinnell can sympathize. He himself sustained an injury during his service in Vietnam. Now he counsels veterans every week at the American Legion Post. He says he spends 90% of his time on litigation of veterans' claims. With the case closed, the Apache family didn't know where to turn. They even had to pay out of pocket for the veteran's funeral.
And we had to pay out of our pockets to even get the honor guard to come out and do something for our father. We had to pay for everything out of pocket. And we're like, where's the government?
Now Pinnell helps Apache's wife Rena and daughter Francita navigate the Veterans Association labyrinth as they refile the case. They hope to receive benefits as the survivors of a United States veteran. To their dismay, the cycle has begun anew with Francita's brother, Frank Apache Jr. He suffers from post-traumatic stress disorder and a traumatic brain injury after serving in Iraq. He does receive some treatment, but the Apaches hope for better benefits from the government. As the nation observes Veterans Day, Pinnell sees his workload only increasing.
Really great. I mean, I'd like to see, like when our National Guard unit down the road here came back and everybody was out waving the flag and stuff, but when the flags are put away the next day, that's when we go to work.
The average veteran waits more than 250 days for a decision on a claim. Pinnell has a backlog of his own that he aims to tackle. For NAZ Today, I'm Trevor Anthony.
At least 20% of Afghanistan and Iraq war veterans have PTSD or traumatic brain injuries. Transitioning to life as a civilian with these symptoms can be incredibly difficult. NAZ Today's Nick Youngfer visited a family in Cottonwood to find out how they are coping.
At first glance, Sean Johnson appears simply as a man pursuing his passion for photography. You wouldn't know that he served our country in the US military for more than 5 years. In June, Johnson retired from the military and returned to his family in Cottonwood, but he did not come back as the same man.
It's been rough, and it's like, they say that the PTSD calms down after you get out, but it was harder for me because I wasn't around all the uniforms, so I wasn't as comfortable.
Johnson's disability requires daily adjustments in the family routine. His caregiver, Laura Johnson, says she juggles her time between his care and that of their new son, Christopher.
It was really difficult. You worry a lot, and I think you always worry because the soldier never leaves him, and so he still has a lot of the over alertness. He watches entryways. He wants to help and get involved when he sees situations, but with his physical injuries, since he's retired, he really should not be doing a lot of those things.
Soon after retiring, Johnson decided to start on a new career path, pursuing his dream to become a professional photographer.
My wife talked me into doing something that I actually really loved and had a passion for, and that was taking photographs.
Coping with post-traumatic stress disorder and traumatic brain injuries while pursuing a degree as a full-time student has proven difficult. The Johnsons decided they needed to seek out extra help. Laura Johnson found a soldier's best friend, an organisation that pairs US veterans with dogs and helps them train together until the dog graduates as a certified service animal.
It's really a comforting thing to know that you got somebody there.
Just 3 weeks into her training, Molly will eventually accompany Sean everywhere he goes, helping him adjust to his new life and improve his symptoms.
they'll be there to break up the distractions and, you know, guard you and shield you and things like that, wake you up from nightmares.
Johnson continues his photography degree at Yavapai Community College, raising his 8-month-old son and training Molly to help with his transition.
I'm hoping that having the dog will be able to alleviate some of the requirements that are put on to me, and that he can calm down. I definitely know when he's had a bad day and he's come home and he sits down and he loves on her, his stress level drops a lot. And she definitely is not only physically there for him, but she's mentally there for him. And that therapy is more beneficial than anything else.
NAZ Today, Nick Jungfer.
We dedicate this program to our American heroes, the veterans who served and those who gave their lives for this country. NAZ Today's Sierra Ferguson joins us now with a World War II Army veteran's story.
Sierra, we're so used to hearing about World War II from textbooks and media. What is it like to sit down with a real hero and hear his story?
Well, I'll tell you, Emily, it's a really incredible experience. For a lot of Americans, D-Day is something that we associate with a lot of fiction. I think of footage from Saving Private Ryan, for example, but I got the opportunity to meet a man whose memories from Omaha Beach are all too real.
And this is me when I was 70 years ago. Well, Japan invaded, bombed Hawaii in 41. Well, immediately in 42, I was called. And we got to the beach, in Omaha Beach, in the afternoon. We heard this rumble, you know. I wonder what this noise is. I wonder what this noise is. So pretty soon, nothing but airplanes. You could see the sky for as many planes coming across. The ground started shaking. We started crying. Let me tell you, something, really something. Nothing for hours, nothing but airplanes.
It's such an honor to have people come up to not only my father, but Vietnam veterans, Korean War veterans, and tell them thank you. It's just amazing how much we as a society have turned around to actually thank the heroes that every day give us our freedoms to be able to sit here. My father is more of a hero than I ever realized in this whole scheme of the war, and what his service meant, and where he was, and the danger that he was in.
And I was not afraid to die. I was not afraid to die. You know what I was afraid of? To chicken out. Because I didn't want to bark. I didn't want to destroy or whatever little respect we had as immigrants. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of immigrants. At that time, there were immigrants from all over the world. When they went in there, I bet they felt the same way I did. I was born in the United States. And before I went to a service, everywhere I went, I was a Mexican. And I felt like a Mexican because everybody, this is the way we're treated, okay. When I come back from this war, I said, no matter who says I'm not American, I'll fight for it.
Well, meeting people like Mr. Vega really makes you appreciate and re-examine what it means to be an American. I mean, he was just a really incredible character. He got to go to Sinatra shows while he was in the service. He met the 101st Airborne. I mean, he talked about how the servicemen built railroads and pipelines here in the United States before they were deployed. I mean, he was just a really incredible character and an American hero.
He sounds fascinating. He really does. I'm actually kind of jealous of the opportunity that you had to speak with him.
That was a really great experience.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, stories like that really make you appreciate your freedom.
Definitely.
We'll have more after this break.
Get NAU's Air Force ROTC program.
And find out what happens when you mix patriotism with lip gloss.
And I just want to say again a happy Veterans Day to all of our viewers out there. It was a gorgeous day today, warm. Here in the Flagstaff area, we saw the 60s. Sedona area was in the mid-70s. Verde Valley even warmer in the upper 70s. And the Payson area also saw the 70s. But will this warm weather continue into next week? I'll let you know coming up.
Ready to follow your dreams? Let Northern Arizona University chart your course with local classes at more than 30 campuses statewide.
My NAU is in the Valley.
My NAU is in Mojave County. Convenient, affordable, with accredited degree programs.
My NAU is in Tucson.
My NAU is on the reservation.
The extended campuses of Northern Arizona University, statewide, online, and in Flagstaff.
I just got a house full of Suddenlink with an all-new home phone service that can actually do tricks, like send voicemail to email.
It's your mother. Call me.
Automatically, and pop caller ID onto my TV, giving new meaning to call screening. Plus, I got E911 to pinpoint our house and unlimited long distance to flatten our bill. Suddenly, the phone company seems cheesy because Suddenlink just reinvented home phone and made it look easy.
Live with a human for a while and you get to know a few things. Like, I know she's actually not a morning person. I know she does strange tricks for no treats. I know that water makes her howl like crazy. I even know how the floor stays so clean. She's quick. But the one thing I will never for the life of me know is how she gets so tiny and inside that box. Natalie, how do you get so tiny?
Future military officers train every day at Northern Arizona University. That includes the physical muster needed for military engagement. They also take steps to prepare for life, leadership, and future careers. NAZ Today's Gavin Dunham attended a drill practice and spoke with one of the captains.
4, 2, 3, 4.
A program on campus allows NAU students to prepare for military experience and for a future career.
Skills that go into communication, respect for the military service, respect to take care of your people is absolutely necessary, and those are all skills that you can learn at the Air Force ROTC program.
The Air Force ROTC program at NAU currently has just under 200 cadets being trained for leadership and development. Their end goal of training is to earn professional entry into the Officer Corps of the U.S. Air Force. Among this specific training, cadets learn many valuable and applicable skills for any future career.
A lot of practice to be able to identify the night sky and walk.
There's nothing but positives about the ROTC program. It'll make you a more confident individual, more prepared to lead, more prepared to follow, and I think that's attributable to any aspect of a professional life.
ROTC also ensures that cadets value and respect military veterans. They honor fallen war heroes every year in their Prisoner of War and Missing in Action ceremony. This helps cadets actively respect veterans who have died in action and sacrificed for the United States.
We do this every year, in which salute the flag and salute everyone who gave up the ultimate sacrifice to serve our nation to keep the rest of us free.
Forward march.
The ROTC program at NAU is a way students serve and honor their country from here in Flagstaff. For NAZ Today, I'm Gavin Dunham.
We all know you can blow a kiss across a room, but a group of ladies on NAU's campus have taken that idea one step further. To show their support for our troops, NAU students are puckering up, sending our deployed boys kisses from home. The Arizona Gamma chapter of Pi Beta Phi rallied their forces and gathered their lipstick to sponsor this event. The girls sent their kisses on postcards. And for every smooch sent, Maybelline New York, Cosmopolitan, and 17 Magazine donated $1 to the USO, the United Service Organization.
Gorgeous weather is on the horizon, but how long will that last?
Annoyance. It could be a sign of a much deeper problem with your sleep pattern. If you suffer from sleep disturbances, trust the Mountain Heart Sleep Center in Flagstaff for effective treatment. With a full-time staff led by Dr. Stephen Marks, your corrective care is immediate with no need for a referral. And they're the #1 accredited sleep center in northern Arizona. Mountain Heart Sleep Center, for a good night's rest.
For over 20 years and with more than 65,000 success stories, Coconino Community College is vital to your future.
My name is Josie Escoto. Unlike most college students, I enrolled in CCC's Allied Health Program at the age of 45. And today, I work in the healthcare industry. When I become a registered nurse, I'll be giving back by helping those in need. And that's why I support Coconino Community College.
With your support, Coconino Community College will remain efficient, effective, and excellent.
At Northern Arizona University, we're reaching for the stars, and I'm True Blue NAU.
We're restoring our forest.
And I'm True Blue NAU. It's our home away from home, and we're True Blue NAU. I'm learning to make the world a safer place, and I'm True Blue NAU.
We're building the 21st century university, and I am True Blue NAU.
Shop with pride. Wear your Northern Arizona University gear on Fridays. Be True Blue NAU.
Keep up with NAZ Today by adding us on Facebook, following our Twitter account at NAZ Today, and subscribing to our YouTube channel. Stay connected with us no matter where you are.
Tonight's NAZ Today weather is brought to you in part by Terry Markson Chevrolet Cadillac in Flagstaff.
Welcome to NAZ Today Weather. I'm student forecaster Alexa Dumity. Let's take another look at the slide right behind me at today's temperatures. It was a gorgeous day today. Flagstaff area saw the 60s. Sedona was in the mid-70s. Verde Valley a little bit warmer in the upper 70s. Payson area was also in the 70s, and this is pretty warm compared to the averages that we're seeing at this time of year. Everywhere around the state is about 5 to 10 degrees warmer than the average for November. So right here in Flagstaff, our average normal is 52 degrees, and like I said, we saw 60, about 8 degrees warmer. The record, though, we're not quite as warm as 73 degrees, which was in 1973, and we're nowhere near our coldest record temperature of 70 degrees in 1950. But if we take a look at the forecast across the country, there's a high pressure system that's kind of keeping us in the same temperature that we've seen for the last week or so. It's kind of blocking any big weather patterns from happening in our area in the southwest. You can see that right here. It's just sitting here. But we will, as we get farther into the week, see that high pressure system begin to dissolve right around Friday or Saturday, and we'll get a few warmer temperatures as we look into next week. But before we get there, let's take a look at tonight. 25 degrees. There's some high clouds above the moon. It's going to be cold below freezing, obviously. Sunset was just before you're watching us at 5:23. Tomorrow, though, another gorgeous day here in Flagstaff. 60 degrees, a few more high clouds, not anything substantial. It's still going to be pretty sunny outside. And again, sunny, beautiful. We're seeing some seasonable weather here in Flagstaff. Sunrise Tuesday morning at 6:58 p.m. 6:58 a.m., excuse me. The forecasted temperatures across the state right here. We're seeing the lows for tonight, 45 degrees in Sedona, 57 degrees in Prescott, 39 in Payson. And the highs for tomorrow, 75 degrees in Sedona, 85 over in Lake Havasu. Still pretty warm down in the valley, 87 degrees. Moving into the Flagstaff extended forecast. I already said 60 degrees tomorrow, 61 Wednesday, and that's when we see the temperatures start to cool down. 55 Thursday, and as you can see there, sitting on Saturday, we might see some rain or snow here in Flagstaff. And then Sedona extended, their temperatures are sitting about 10 degrees above us. 74 degrees Tuesday, 75 Wednesday, and they'll also see their temperatures drop a little bit as they get into the weekend, 64 degrees. They're liable to see some rain. But we're seeing really warm temperatures, at least for the next few days.
And I know most Flagstaff residents are probably so excited for that snow, but I'm just gonna savor these next couple days of warmth before it gets really chilly.
Well, for November, it's been so warm, so I think everyone's kind of expecting that snow.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to another week of warm weather before that. But once again, have a happy... we're going to a break now, and we'll have more after the break.
Hi, I'm Terry Markson. As seasons change, so does the inventory at Terry Markson Chevrolet Cadillac. To make room for the 2014 models, we're clearing the lot, and that means great deals for you on our 2013s. Right now, you'll find rebates up to $10,000 on select Chevrolet models. Choose from a full line of vehicles, including the totally redesigned 2014 Silverado 1500. You can always count on our same relaxed, no-pressure environment. Terry Markson Chevrolet Cadillac, real hometown value.
And we're out. You got plans?
You bet. $50 million Americans struggle with hunger, but we can do something about it. Excuse me.
What's going on?
Dinner. Please join me in helping put food on their tables. Together, we can feed America. You guys keep going. I'm gonna get the plates.
Plates?
Find your local food bank at feedingamerica.org/hunger.
I already knew that I was going to go to college, from a young age. I definitely want to major in political science, become the mayor or something, make the situation better for other people. My name is Justin, and I am your dividend.
On this Veterans Day, we're thinking about service to our country. But come a year from now, Veterans Day will take on a whole new meaning for one former NAU football player. Joining me in the studio now is former wide receiver Jesse Bueno. How are you today?
Pretty good. And yourself?
Pretty good. Now, Jesse, I wanted to start things off talking a little bit about how has the transition been from playing football for NAU and now training to be in the Navy?
It's been a pretty easy transition. With football, you always have to get up early, work out, you have a schedule. But with the Navy, it's just like the hardest part for me was having to get up myself, train myself, do all the workouts by myself. And that's been the hardest thing. But with football, I've always been doing my whole life. It's been a pretty easy transaction because I've always been an athlete. So trying to do special forces, it's helped me along the way.
And now talking a little bit about what you plan on doing in the Navy, you recently found out that you qualify to train to be a Navy SEAL, is that correct?
Correct.
Can you talk to me a little bit about how that experience has been?
It's been pretty interesting. I found out actually a few days ago that I was able to be a Navy SEAL. I was trying to do SWIC, which is another Special Forces, but my scores were good enough to become a Navy SEAL, so I'm hoping for the best for that.
And now talking a little bit, how have your experiences on the NAU football team, how do you think they've prepared you for this next chapter in your life?
With lifting and pushing myself, with getting up early, always trying to be on time for football, I think this is going to help me out a lot in my future with the Navy, because everything, you have to be on time, you have to work out, you have to be able to be smart about things, learn, have quick feet, learn things pretty quickly.
So it's all to essentially, you know, the same kind of fundamentals and the same kind of training that, you know, you have to do in football, right?
Yeah.
Same basic routine.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Jesse, for coming into the studio today, and we appreciate all that you're going to do, and I wish you the best of luck in this new endeavor. For NAZ Today, I'm Tressa Tedrick.
Modern Grove Neighborhood Eatery and Market defines the heartbeat of our local community by bringing together the food and families that call it home. Modern Grove, located on South Milton Road, open daily from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Come enjoy the aroma and taste of our homemade bread, pizzas, and much more. Sit outside on our patio for a relaxing afternoon beverage.
You wouldn't let money just blow out of your house. So when your AC or heater is on, make sure the doors, windows, and fireplace flue are shut tight. If you're headed out, turn down the AC or lower the heat by 10 degrees. And always keep your water heater set at 120. A little bit of common sense goes a long way. Get more great tips at energysaver.gov.
Look at me, hey.
Raymond, look at Mommy.
Maybe the light hurts his eyes.
Maybe she's just not hungry. Maybe he can't hear us. Maybe we're not stimulating him enough. Maybe it's a phase.
Avoiding eye contact is one early sign of autism. Learn the others today. The sooner it's diagnosed, the better.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. Those we use all the time with hardly a thought. Those that are silently standing by to save our lives. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere we go. Many mobile devices will now bring you wireless emergency alerts, real-time information directly from local sources you know and trust. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know wherever you are.
Here's another look at the Flagstaff extended 5-day forecast. Tomorrow we're seeing 60 degrees with a few high clouds, but still going to be pretty sunny. Wednesday, 61 degrees. Cooling off as we get into the weekend, we might see some rain or snow on Saturday. But moving into Sedona, it's a little bit warmer than here in Flag, 74 degrees tomorrow, 75 degrees on Wednesday. They'll also cool down just a little bit as they get into the weekend.
The Page Balloon Regatta occurs on the first weekend in November. This year's event attracted pilots from all over the Southwest. More than 30 balloons took flight at the 11th annual event. NAZ Today contributor Norris Kleesman took his camera there for this tribute.
I've never been in an air balloon, but that looks like a lot of fun.
It definitely looks like it would be something I'd want to do.
Definitely on my bucket list. The ultimate would be going to one of those festivals in New Mexico, though. I know that's in October, and that would just be stellar to me.
Well, just a hop, skip, and a jump from us, this Page Balloon Regatta was.
Right.
No kidding. I mean, it's like a little tiny one, you know, like a little mini version of it, I suppose.
They're so beautiful as they're in the sky.
Yes. Well, once again, have a happy Veterans Day, and thank you for joining us.